in sync. Have you ever wondered about the history of dildos? Why am I even saying that? Of course you did, because you clicked on this video and you were like, hey, I wonder what the history of dildos is about. So let's get this thing started. Dildos have been around since the existence of man, which totally makes sense because the only way we can live is by satisfying ourselves. But apparently the oldest discovery of a dildo was found in this place called Ulm, Germany. And it was actually 20 centimeters long, which is about 8 inches, made out of siltstone, and it was glazed over it. But it's been told that they never really discovered if it was rather for religious purposes, you know, for rituals and stuff, or if it was just for satisfaction. But let's be honest, we tend to make satisfaction a part of religion about 90% of the time. Dildo artifacts were found during the Greek era, which makes total sense because these are the same people that brought orgies and pornographic faces into their everyday lives. But it was actually part of their culture. It was a cultural thing. To them, sex worship was actually very common. And it was a gift of loyalty by Dionysus, that he would create sex toys to humanity as a thank you. And what they would do is that they would actually harden bread and then make it into a phallic shape. And pretty much it was a sex breadstick, which, I mean, if it's a sex breadstick, it must be very sussy. There was also a play called, wait for it, I'm gonna try to pronounce this right, Lysistrata, where it discussed where women would use and share dildos in order to punish their men to end a war. So that's the most powerful thing ever. And the best part about it is in this play, they actually used a double dildo, which is honestly double the trouble, guys. Best. Now that we're going from Greece, we're gonna go travel to China. Chinese men were not able to actually to pleasure their wives, which is very sad because every woman should be pleasured at any moment in time. But, you know, that's just me. They believed that if they gave a penis substitute to their wives, which is a dildo, that it would prevent them from converting to lesbianism. But come on, guys. I mean, there are also records of Japanese women using vegetables as a means of pleasure, which isn't really surprising because everybody has been at least once pleasuring themselves with a vegetable. I mean, now let's come back to the US. Dildos were being used as a means of menace of feminine hysteria by some Christians, making it believed that if a woman has an orgasm, it would be treatment to female troubles like depression, headaches, fatigue, and irritability. I mean, I think that's a pretty good proven doctor point, but if it's not true, I mean, personal experience, I think it's true. Beginning in the 1940s, dildos were in fact the way it is today. As molding techniques and rubber became more sophisticated, sexual revolution went crazy throughout the whole entire world. And more people were interested in it and more likely to buy it. And now we live in an America where you can buy a dildo in any color, size, and pigmentation and realism that you want, like a true American deserves. And I think that's beautiful. Thank you for watching. This is the history of dildos with me, Roxy V, the Science Geek, and I will see you guys later.